Hey guys, what's up? It's Juan, and today we're going to be going over the pros and cons of rooting your Android device, which is pretty much giving it super user permissions. So, as always, let's get started. So, first we're going to be going over the pros, or pretty much the beneficial part of rooting your Android device. So let's get started with the first one. The first one is that you can download custom ROMs such as CyanogenMod, which give your phone a whole new software look. Like, let's say you're running TouchWiz, but if you flash CyanogenMod, you'll be running stock Android. Here you'll see that if you have a phone that's probably running like 4.1.2, then if you flash CyanogenMod, if that phone is supported, your phone will be running 4.4.2. And if you're running a TouchWiz phone, the software will change from TouchWiz to stock Android, which many people prefer also. Another thing is that the customization that rooting offers. Like, with custom ROMs, you can change your quick settings here. As you can see here, I've added a torch and a ringer mode quick setting, and you can add a circle battery percentage to your notification shade, telling you the battery left in a circle, which is also really useful. Another thing is that you give it super user permissions, meaning that you have a lot more control over the phone, and that you can pretty much control a lot more things that it does than you could before with that root. So an example here is my soft buttons, which have been changed from the stock Android soft buttons to the HTC One M8 soft buttons, and this is an app called SoftKeyZ, which requires root and BusyBox to work, and BusyBox comes with root, and it requires super user permissions as well, which give you more customization on your phone. Another thing is that you can access root apps now. Of course, a lot of apps say font installer, for example, and then root, meaning that you need root to use them, and you couldn't do that before. So now you can install them since you have root on your device, and a lot of apps require root, and now you have them. On the topic of apps, I felt that it is needed to mention the Expose installer here, because this is pretty much an all-in-one ROM toolbox if you didn't want to root your Android device. The Expose installer here is a great app, and it's pretty much lets you download modules to let you do a lot of things on your device. Like, a lot of modules are like a custom ROM. An example here is GravityBox. GravityBox is a great module that acts like a custom ROM, and it's not a custom ROM though. Like, it lets you reorder and customize your quick settings, and it lets you add that circle battery percentage feature into your notification shade, which is also really awesome because a lot of custom ROMs also have that feature. So in case you don't want to flash a custom ROM, GravityBox is a great option. The last pro is that, you can download custom fonts for your device, and that's just really useful. Like, here I have Font Installer, and this lets you change the font on your Android device, which is awesome, especially if you're getting tired of the stock font on your device. Now, I know Samsung phones can do this, I believe, but a lot of other software manufacturers, they don't let their phones do this, like HTC or stock Android. You can't do this on those phones, and this is a great way to change your font on your device, which is awesome. Now we're going to be looking at the cons of rooting your device, the not so beneficial parts that come with giving your device super user permissions. And the first one is that you void your warranty when you root your device. When you root your device, that requires unlocking the bootloader, and for most manufacturers, that void your warranty. Now, if you want to unlock the bootloader on your device, most manufacturers have a guide on how to do that, but it still voids your warranty nonetheless. And most manufacturers warranty void after a year, and warranties are good for if your device won't power on, they'll send you a new one if you haven't rooted your device. But the moment you root your device, or unlock the bootloader rather, your warranty will be terminated. Another thing is the risk that comes with rooting your device. Now, there is a huge risk when rooting your device, and that's because that sometimes your device won't turn on after you root it, or a more common problem is that it'll get stuck in a boot loop or a soft brick. And now that is when your device is stuck at the boot animation and just won't power onto the home screen. It'll just loop on the boot animation, hence the name a boot loop. Now, the next con of rooting your device is that your device will be factory reset after you root it. And now, this isn't a big deal for most people, but for a lot of people it's a pretty big deal because they have some important stuff on their device which sometimes isn't backed up. Of course, most people will make a backup, but sometimes it won't be backed up, and then you'll have to reset your device all over again, and that just won't be a pleasant experience. So guys, these are pretty much some pros and cons. Of course, there are more, but these are some pros and cons that I picked out that comes with rooting your device. Now, there are of course more again, but for me, if you ask me, the Nexus 5 was the first one I ever rooted, and I'm really glad with the decision I made, because I just love how much more customization and how much more access and power my phone has now that I've rooted it. But a lot of people won't see pretty much the power and customization that you get when rooting your device worth the risk. So rooting is for different kinds of people, but I hope you guys found this video helpful. Guys, if you liked the video or found it helpful, please make sure to hit that like button, and as also make sure to comment any questions or comments that you guys may have down below. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel to see more epic content like this. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.